Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how you can use ChatGPT to produce extracts that you can practice on in preparation for your GCSE English Language paper. We all know that there are a limited number of past papers and extracts, and sometimes you need something fresh to work on just to keep those skills sharp. So here are a few prompts that you can use to produce a interesting, period accurate extract, which you can kind of tweak to your own specifications if you have any. So here is a prompt I've already written that I'm going to read through to you. And again, I've used the same structure as I have for my previous videos, which is a structure you should use because when you're prompting ChatGPT, it's important to give it the right instructions. So allow me to read these through for you. So what we've got here. So, task: produce me an extract in the style of a mid to late 19th century fictional text. It should be between 4 and 7 paragraphs long. You can alter that for you. If you're not confident with your English, make it only produce like 2 paragraphs if you want to. I've told it should mimic the extracts found in the GCSE English Language exams written in British English. This is also really important. You don't want it to be using Americanized spellings. So then you say, right, do include. This is where you can get a bit more detail. So I've said include language and structure techniques for me to find throughout, including metaphor, similes, alliteration, pathetic, fallacy, emotive language, and sensory language. Now you can change this yourself. If you're not sure what any of these are, again, ChatGPT, you can just search it up. What is this? Explain it to me. Give me an example. Or if you're struggling to find elements of like sibilance, or you're struggling with a certain type of structure, if you're not sure how to do dialogue, you can request that here. I've gone on to say you may preface the extract with some context for the story, just like you extracts do from the exam as well. Please include some symbolic elements of your choice. It must have clear examples of variable paragraph length, isolated sentences, complex, compound and short sentences, and a wide variety of punctuation used for effect. Tone should shift from start to end. So I'm trying to get it to mimic exactly what I think this extract looks like. And again, it may not produce what you want first time, and we'll fix that as it comes. So then, do not include explanations of the text, 21st century language. That's very important because you don't want it to give you the answers. Then a bit of context. I'm a GCSE English Language student aiming to get above a grade 4. This is for you to do yourself. So if you're really looking for a grade 9, grade 9, grade 8, grade 8. If you're still working your way up, maybe it's a grade 3 or 2 piece. Maybe, if you've got dyslexia, you can ask people dyslexic friendly. The options are limitless here. So let's go ahead and see what it produces. So here we have the extract itself. So let's take a little look at what it's producing. So it started with a little bit of context. It's mimicked the style that you'll find in like things like Pride and Prejudice, Jane Eyre, those kind of the romantic books of kind of the earlier period of kind of literary history. I would have preferred something a bit more modern, in terms more like Charles Dickens, but I'll show you how to achieve that a bit later. But let's use what we got. So, okay, so it's good. It's using good language. It's using immediately. It's starting out with some fantastic imagery. It's using the sentence types I've requested. It's not gone on too long. It's done 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs with an isolated sentence, which is great to work with. So, what do we do next? So we've got a decent extract here, and that you can start going through that straight away. So what you're going to do next is you are going to ask it a follow-up question. So you're going to go, and I've got a prompt right here. And again, here we are. So I've said, now ask me questions about the extract to test my knowledge of language features, structure features, symbolism, and other elements useful to a GCSE English Language student. Press enter. Here we go. So again, these questions, whilst they don't look exactly like they do in the exam, they mimic the spirit of them. And if you can get good at answering these, you're going to find those questions absolutely no problem to answer, especially those questions 3, 1, and 2. Yep, all valuable stuff, all fantastic. So now let's say you want a bit more depth, you want to ask it more evaluative questions. You can say, ask me an evaluative question about the whole piece. And that's your essay question. And you can you give it your answer, and it'll pick that apart for you. So it's worth doing. So I said before, say you're not happy with the extract. You can actually get it to change it on the fly. You can say, please alter the extract to take place in 1860s London. Please include dialogue as well. Thank you. Always thank your AI, folks. It's just good manners. So here we go. And as you can see, it's immediately entered more city-style descriptors, which is great. You're getting some dialogue as well, which you can talk about and expand on. It's expanded the story as well, which I quite like. So again, lots of things here that you can pick apart, and you can do the same before. Ask me some questions about this. You can get it to focus in. If you find you really struggle with certain elements, you can just ask it to explain those to you. And you can look at my last video as well and ask and use the prompts I showed you in that to kind of pick its own extract apart to show you exactly where that symbolism lies. Hopefully this has been useful. Don't forget, ChatGPT is a fantastic revision tool, but it won't ever replace you unless you let it. The prompts I would include below in the description box, so you can just copy and paste them if you want to use them. Otherwise, let me know what you want to see next.